7. Function or not a function? Not a function. Do we all have our math workshop out working on our stuff?
Sorry, what? Where's that?
Math workshop. So it's not a function. All right, what about number 8? Function. Now look, even though you have 2 9s, one is in the X spot and one is in the Y spot, okay? So those don't repeat, so be careful. All right, what about number 11? Not a function. It does not pass the test. It hits twice. What about number 12? Function, because it only hits once. Okay, we're going to skip 13 for now. What about 15? Standard form.
8x plus 6y.
Very good. We're going to subtract the 8x. Then we're going to subtract the 7. And then there were 3 things about standard form. The first one, well, we couldn't have a negative in the front, right? What was the next one? No fractions. And do you remember the third one from yesterday? Good job. It can only have a GCF of 1, right? Very nice job. So let's divide that by -1. 8x plus 6y equals 7. Got it, y'all okay? All right. Remember that you have a test once a quarter on Math Workshop, so make sure that you are taking it seriously. If you're not here, make sure you're catching up on it and all that good stuff. Y'all okay? All right, sweet. Here we go. Guys, when I say we got an easy lesson today, I mean it's like easy. Grab your calculator, though. Make sure you have a calculator, okay?
Graphing or science?
Either one. It doesn't matter. We're just adding and subtracting and dividing some numbers. All right, let's see. We're on page 9. Page 9. Are we ready to go? We're going to cut out a lot of these because it is that easy, and I really don't think y'all need to do all of these easy problems, but I mean, if you want to, they're there for you. So, all right, so we're going to do number 1, and then y'all going to get together with your buddies, and y'all going to work number 5. Okay, so we're going to do 1 and 5. Woo, 2 problems. It's horrible, right? All right, here we go. So look what in the directions, or not in the directions, in the title. So we're no longer going to call slope just slope. What else could we call slope instead now? Rate of change, okay? And that's what we're really going to use a lot. So a rate of change is a ratio that compares how much one quantity changes on average compared to the other quantity, okay? All right, so here's the symbols right here. Y'all remember this formula for finding slope? Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. You remember that? Same thing. So we're just going to call it change, right? Because when you go to the cashier, like you got cash finally, right? Once in your life, because we never carry cash anymore. You go to the cashier, and she's going to give you your change. How does she give you your change? Does she add, subtract, multiply, or divide? She subtracts. That's what change means. And this is the symbol that we're going to use right here, okay? We call that delta Y, yeah, over delta X. Y'all okay? All right, we have to pair all these up right here. It's very easy. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, right? We have to pair all them up. What's the first pair?
0 and wait.
Yeah, that's right. 0 and 2, right? Okay, what's the next pair? Oh, no, it's not. 2 and 5. Then what's the next pair? 5 and 8. Then what's the next pair? 8 and 12, right? Okay, look, I know that y'all know how to subtract, but at least write one of these down so that you can go back and look at your notes later, okay? So here we go. We got change in Y over change in X. It doesn't matter the order. It doesn't matter the order. What matters is that you put them both in the same order. So do you want to start with, this is the X, this is the Y, by the way. Do you want to start with the 143.6, or do you want to start with the 139.4? It does not matter.
143.6.
Okay, all right. 143.6 change means we're going to subtract 139.4. The only thing that matters is that you put the X's in the same order. What's the X that goes with 143.6? 0 minus 2. Then you just subtract them, and we're going to compare all of these. Okay, so subtract those, and what do you get? How much, Grant?
3.2.
3.2? 4.2. That sounds better. There we go. Over negative 2. What is that? Negative 2.1? Okay, so you're going to compare all of the rest of your pairs to see if they give you a rate of change of negative 2.1. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? All right, find your partner and finish that out real quick, and then we're going to talk about number 1 before you move on to the next one, okay? Find your partner. Find your partner. Find your partner. And let's see, Aaron and Elizabeth, go ahead and sign into the computers over there and do your quiz, okay, baby? Go ahead and move your stuff first. This doesn't take you long.
I don't ever want to hurt.
Miss Blackman, can I use this chair?
Yeah. Guys, you don't have to write out all the numbers. We just needed to do it on the first one, okay? Everything else you can do in your calculator. Yeah.
Do we have to do like each individual?
Yeah, but you don't have to write all the steps out. Just subtract them in the calculator and see if it's the same. You're talking about, do you have to compare 2 and 5 and then 5 and 8? Yeah.
I was using it.
Yep, you got a comma. Yep, there you go. So that way it'll break the straight one comma, so that better.
What?
You going somewhere?
Yeah.
I'm going to the lake.
You want to go? Going to the lake.
I wonder who he's going with, because I'm going to see this weekend too.
If you put one wrong number, it'll break the whole section.
So if he's there, I'm going to talk to him.
All right, so when y'all subtracted each one, what did you get for the 2 and the 5?
-3.
Between the 2 and 5?
Yeah. You subtract 2.5 to get negative.
No, baby, like the rate of change between the two of them.
Oh, -2.
There you go. There you go. There we go. All right, what about the rate of change between 5 and 8? -2.1, and the rate of change between 8 and 12? Okay, so do they have a constant rate of change, or do they not have a constant rate of change? Constant, why? because they were all the same. Okay, now look, you're going to see, if you don't check all of them, I promise you that there will be one where like the last number or the last two numbers are not the same. So just make sure you check all of them, okay? So we're going to write constant rate of change, and that's it. I told y'all it was easy. Y'all okay? Yep? No? Yep, we're going to go to number 5. So then we're going to skip 2 and 3 are there if you need extra practice. And 4 is there. Sir?
How would you write down the rate of change if it's like, because it's like, it has the triangle.
So say the second one's not the same as the first, you can already just stop the problem.
Yep. Yep. So y'all, did y'all hear Sawyer when he said that? Sawyer, can you say it one more time?
When you see
When it changes.
oh yeah, when the second pair is not the same as the first, it's probably.
There you go. You don't have to even finish it anymore. Perfect. Got it. All right.
What?
Yes, just 1 through 15. Come back to the somewhere that. Brent, can you grab that phone off that charger?
Did you say number 1?
Wait, what do you say? What do you say? Not
Constant. All the words are all.
Good morning. It's not even like a reason. Do you hang here?
Alright, we finished? Number 5? Checked all of them?
But, I mean, if it already
So
has
if
one
they're
not
not,
consistent.
yeah, but you need to show me like what those numbers are. Because
Oh,
just writing
you said
not
that-
constant,
So,
you don't have to show where you subtract them. You can show the numbers. So once you realize that they were different, then you can once you realize they're different. Once they're different, they're automatically on the I saw her say it twice.
Your iron is. I mean, you just need to iron it off. Get it nice and pretty and then iron it. Yeah.
Okay, what'd y'all get for the rate of change between 0 and 3?
Negative 2.6 repeating.
Negative 2.6 repeating, and what about between 3 and 4?
2.5.
Negative 2.5. So automatically, then you can stop because they're automatically not a constant rate of change. Okay, got it good? Y'all okay? All right, well, let's look at this one. All right, the slope of a line is the ratio between the change in the y-coordinate and the change in the x-coordinates. So look down at the bottom. How do you find the slope between those 2 points? Yep, change in y over change in x. It doesn't matter. You don't have to use the second y. You can use the first y, just as long as you put the x's in the right order. So which one do you want to do? Do you want to do -3 minus 5? You want to do that one? Okay. All right, that's okay. You could have done 5 minus -3, as long as you put the x's in the same order. So what's the x that goes with -3? 1 minus 3. So that's -8 over -2. So what's your rate of change? 4. Boom. All right, you and your partner try number 2. Go. Use your calculator. Yes.
So I know how it works now, but I was just wondering how you would write the rate of change on the side, since one of these has the.
It's the same thing.
What?
Did you say that divided by 7?
Where's the other? Where's the other? I don't have any money. That's hard.
All right, what did you get on number 2? You ready to go? Come on, let's go. We're sitting here talking.
I got 0. I have to write it
Alright. What is that? You need to buy that in your calculator?
Yeah.
So why did you do
The horizontal.
horizontal line has 0, which you do vertical line that makes it always the slope is not undefined. There you go, undefined. What is that All right, number 2. Huh? No. All right, what about 8 divided by 0? Don't you say 0. Don't say it. If you did your calculator, 8 divided by 0, it gave you like an error. So what is that answer? Undefined. Because what kind of a line has a slope that's undefined? Vertical. Vertical. It's a vertical line. All right, let's go to the next one. Another one. You'll be all right. Yeah, 2 more. 3 and 4. Go ahead and go with your partner. Go. 3 and 4. All right. Anybody have that half sheet of paper that you can borrow with all the codes on it?
There's another. I got one more question with number 4.
Hold on a minute, let Matthew finish his quiz. Caleb, do you have number 3 back? That sounds right. Yeah. Is it negative? Okay, or is it negative?
I got it.
Negative 20, that should be.
Because that too much.
Oh yeah. I just didn't go all the way out. Yeah, I just left it as a fraction. I didn't.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, you got it right. You got it right. Yeah, it's supposed to be negative.
I mean, you should know that's okay.
Go ahead, Nate.
I can see.
Maybe those 4 in there. Hello. All right, y'all get the answers for 3 and 4? Anybody have any questions about 3 and 4? 3 and 4 going once? 3 and 4 going twice? Ethan, you good on 3 and 4? All right, here we go. Let's go down to the bottom. Last 4, and then we're done. Last 4. All right, let me zoom this in so you can see. You ready? All right, look at number 1. You have to get the line where it crosses these 2 lines. Do you see right here where it just barely doesn't cross it? You can't call that a point. Does that make sense to everybody? All right, so you've got a point right here where they cross. And you got a point right here where they cross. And then right here. Just pick 2. It doesn't matter what 2. And what was slope again? Rise over run. There you go. So we're going to rise 1, 2, 3. And we are going to run to the left 2. If we run left 2, that is negative 2. So there's your slope. Think you can do the other 3? All right, try it with your partner. That's all you got to do. That's all it says to do is find the slope. All you got to do is find the slope. We'll do a check point, then we'll
Yeah.
You go down.
Yeah, well, you also does what we say.
Okay. Hey guys, be careful on what your graph is counting by. Careful on what your graph is counting by. Go, you gotta go.
What do you mean?
What?
We're taking a checkpoint.
Yeah, we're doing checkpoint.
Wait, no, it's not matter, should it?
Yeah. You're counting by what, tens? Yeah, you're counting by tens on the y-axis. Go up one step, that should be 10. Fraction. Make it a fraction, not a part. See how I have it? I make it like that, okay? All right, there's your answer for number 2. Check your work for number 2. How did you get 3 over 8? Oh gosh! Oh Lord! I just did what I told y'all not to do. 2, 2, 4. Well, no, hold on a minute. 2. You didn't get that point right there? Let's see. Well, let's go from this one because we know that's a point.
Yeah, that's what I used that one in the last one.
Yeah.
I didn't get the middle one.
All right, let's see. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And then divide by 2, 3 over 8. There we go. That must have just been really close and just couldn't tell. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Y'all got better eyes than I do. Alright, Nate, you get it? You get to walk in? You did your quiz? Sweet. Alright. You did your quiz, everybody? Okay. Okay, log in. Do it on my phone. That way I don't have to stand over you back there. And then once you get finished logging in,
Is this all the lessons?
no, this is all my classes. What? Let's see. 10 over 2. Alright, did y'all get 5 for number 3? Sweetness. Make sure you get 5. Okay? Good? Alright, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, did you get -4 on the last one? Alright, so go ahead and move back to your desk. We're going to do a checkpoint, and then that's it for the day, guys.
Baby, I'm
We'll get caught back up with those. Yeah, this one was supposed to be one from Friday. Alright, remember, checkpoints are open notes. Checkpoints are open notes, but they are not open neighbors. I don't know how to do. I think that's 3. Oh, wait, you need one more. You got it. I have one. Oh, no, I didn't have some.
And then Platinum. But I didn't even ask you before your first day.
You can work on the simultaneous real quick.
Oh, I can?
No.
The squares.
And then raise your hand when you get finished, and I'll come around and check, okay?